Well, hi folks, Bank Holiday Monday, absolutely fantastic evening tonight. All the traffic's going home, so I'll just give you a quick look round, show you what's going on. Things are really coming to an end now, but I'll just give you a quick look. I'm on my phone tonight, so it might be a bit shaky. I'll just put my glasses on and I can see. Bear with. Yeah, like I said, it's coming to the end now. All I've got left is the last batch of lettuce there. Half a dozen icebergs, half a dozen of the frilly ones. Where the peas were, I've sowed a couple of rows of turnips, which come up really quickly, along with the chickweed. So that'll be something to have with the carrots. And then all I've got is a few stragglers, a few little beetroot left, about 8 or 9 of those. So I've probably got enough salad stuff, lettuce and spring onions to get me sort of halfway through, or maybe to the end of September, which is about as good as I need. And these are the first spring onions, which now I've got absolutely enormous, but they're still great. You just slice them up, look at the size of them. Absolutely huge. So they've been good this year. I don't think I'll grow those Ishikura ones. I did find them a little bit tough, the taller ones. Once they got a little bit older, they were a bit tougher, and they all went to seed, so I'll be giving those a miss and just stick to the old white Lisbon as usual. Strangely enough, all my garlic's still standing, look. End of August, it's nearly September, and it's all still stood up. So I'll keep it growing, as long as it's got green on, and the bulbs will only get bigger. I've had a little bit of a root about. Bulbs are looking big, so I won't take any harm. If I leave them in a bit longer, get a little bit bigger. So far so good. As you can see, there's not a lot of weeds about. The only weeds I seem to have are these foxgloves that self-seed everywhere. So what I've done this year, I've been digging them up as I go and potting them on, and I'll plant those in my flower bed, and they should flower next year because they're a biennial flower by all accounts. So that's the main bed, like I said, just about coming to a finish now. As there are the spuds, looking a bit sickly now. These are the sarpos, still growing, but we'll see how we get on. I'll do a reveal of those once all the leaves have died back. I don't think they'll be as good as normal, because some of the soil I used this year has been a bit on the heavy side. It was some of the old compost I used for my onions last year, and some of it had a lot of johnniness in, so it wasn't particularly well drained. I found that with some of the new potatoes, some were brilliant in the really well drained stuff, and some in the heavy stuff were gone a bit rotten. So we'll see how we get on. Anyway, it's a bit of a mess this bit, because it never gets weeded until you pull them up. Got a few parsnips in there. I'm going to try and do this in one take, because I can't be bothered editing it, because like I say, I'm on my phone and it's got different software or something. A few more of the foxgloves there. I pulled my second Mara plant out, not Mara, courgette plant out, because I've still got another one in the Polytunnel, which is producing more than I need. So we'll just nip into the Polytunnel, show you what's going on. It's just become a bit of a storage, drying room now for my onions. Cucumber plant, looking a bit sickly, but look at that whopper. Look at the size of that thing. Still producing, so that's all you need. It doesn't look very healthy, but if it's got things like that hanging off it, it'll do for me. So like I said, I've still got this one courgette plant, and it's still producing absolutely tons. If you can see, it just keeps on going. And the strange thing this year, I've got absolutely zero mildew this year. Usually this time of year, down at the bottom, all the leaves start getting white and speckled with mildew. But for some reason this year, there's not a trace of it on anything, indoors or out, so I've no idea why that is. So in theory, it's just the mildew that seems to kill them off at this time of year. So this should probably keep going until October, unless we get a frost. But good stuff anyway. These are the banana shallots this year, pulled them up the other day. Whopping size as per usual. Look at the size of that for a shallot. And like I said, I planted some in clumps this year, in clumps of 3, and even the ones in clumps of 3, they're the smallest, they're more than big enough. Didn't do quite as many as I've done normally, but there's still plenty to go at. So they're just in here on a rack, under cover, drying off. Show carrots, I'll pull one of those out in about a week's time, because it's my first show, well, my first and only show. We'll see what they've got to. Again, more onions drying out everywhere. on racks just to get some airflow around them. The tomatoes are doing well. Got some hellish sort of trusses of tomatoes on, but unfortunately they're not going right. We need a bit of an Indian summer to get some warmth in and get them ripened off. Otherwise they're going to be just loads of green ones. But they're all looking good, but like I say, it's a little bit late really. Right, the second lot of French beans. I cut down the first lot. There we go, there's a few more onions for you there, look. So these are the second batch of French beans I grow. Cobras, and as you can see these are ready now. So I've had a continuous supply from about July time, and these should crop till October at least now. So that's good, and they're so easy to grow. I've only planted 6 plants again, and they just produce tons and tons of beans. The giant red onion, it's just about stopped now. So we'll weigh it in about a week's time, see how much it is. Like I said, £3 would be brilliant, £2 would be okay. I don't even think it'd be £2, but you never know. Sometimes heavier than you think. But I'm not sure. That's the one, and that's the other one. But it's been alright, it's not been any trouble growing it, just growing it like a normal onion. I'm not worried about trying to get a £10 or anything, it's just been a bit of fun. So we'll weigh that in a week or two, and then we'll see if we've got to any specific weight. Just have a bit of a wander down. That's my single giant parsnip there. That was growing for Harrogate, but I don't think we'll be bothering taking anything there. As you can see, it's been a bit neglected, big pile of nettles. Likewise the carrot. It's no size whatsoever. Look, the one I grew last time, it was enormous, but I did grow them late this year. So this is where the other courgette plant I pulled out just the other day, because I've got these little chilies growing. I think they were called chili pearls, if you can just make them out. Tiniest little chilies there, look. In fact, if you look on that plant there, you can see it. And they're really, really sweet with just a tiny bit of back heat. So I thought I'd give them a go, and I think they do go red eventually. Not as abundant as I thought they might have been this year, but it would be good to try. I think I need to set them off a little bit earlier, but we'll see how they get on. We've got another cucumber plant there. Again, not looking very healthy, but still producing the cucumbers. So that's about it in the polytunnel. Just have another wander out. Try not to trip up. Cows still not getting friendly. Hello cows. Nah, not having it. As you can see, weed sitting out. This is my wild bit. I've just hacked a bit through here so I can get through to my next bit, because I've got a tree growing and some cotoneaster shrub thing, but just have to hack my way through. So we'll just have a look at the last bit, one of the flowers and other bits and pieces of that. So flowers, still flowering a bit, which isn't so bad. Little, all sorts of things there. Got blown away in the sort of windy bits we had because they are a bit lanky. But it's been good. It's been a good, good experiment for a couple of quid. Like I said, I'm going to plant a lot of the foxglove plants in here once I've cleared all this, and all these poppies should have self-seeded everywhere. So next year I should have a lot of poppies and a lot of foxgloves. So into this bit, like I said, these Ishikura spring onions, look, if you see, look, they've all gone to seed. And they're really tough, even though, they're really tough as old boots. So I won't be growing those again. Stick to the spring onions that are called White Lisbon. And unfortunately, my kale has succumbed to the dreaded cabbage white. Probably can't focus with this camera, but you can see them, look, they're all over it. Absolutely all over it, and they hide in every little nook and cranny on kale, so, and there's crap everywhere. So I think that's about done for this year, because I'm not spraying it with anything unless we get an early frost that kills them off, and then they start growing some new leaves that'll be clean. But other than that, I'll just leave it, because I ain't picking caterpillars out of my dinner. Oh, leeks doing really well, looking good. Really long leaves for some reason, I don't know why. As you can see, they're dead close together, no more than a foot apart. So I've got about 70 or 80 in there, in about a probably 4 square yard bit. So that's good, getting plenty of stuff out of a small area. My cabbages, where did we go? There's a good cabbage in here somewhere, but you can't see through this. You might be able to just see it in there. I'm going to take that to the show. That's a nice red cabbage. So really that's about it, folks. End of August, coming to an end now, but it's still a lovely evening. So that's about it, folks. Not a lot going on. See you later.